Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy, and we are back. We are finally back to Grand Canyon. You might be asking, why are we back to Grand Canyon, my first ever sandbox Jurassic World Evolution 2 park? Because Frontier has finally fixed the bug which caused your save files to break after placing too much stuff in your park, and I was able to finish this park. I was freaking able to finally finish it after 4 months of it breaking. I was really down when it broke. It was my first, and you never forget your first, pun intended. And I was really disappointed with the park breaking, the file breaking down, and I couldn't finish the park, and because I loved it so much. From then, I have created better parks, I know, but this one has a special place in my heart. And now that we could go back to it, I added some stuff here and there, and I wanted to make this revamp tour, a very quick one. I'm not going to be showing you everything in detail, but if you want to see just the new parts of this park, skip ahead to this time frame. It should be on the screen right now. Skip ahead to this time to only see the new parts, but if you want to see those little tweaks that I added, I will quickly show you the park once again. So here we go. This is the main street. I added the new fountains. I really didn't want to add much to this part of the park because it was pretty much packed already. It was quite full. I redid this little section. I added the new fountains. It felt so surreal to redo this park, because from my memories, from what I remembered, it was a breakfast. Every single time that I opened the file, it broke when I tried to do anything. I added this palm tree area over here. I didn't do much in this enclosure. We can quickly go over it. There's the Maiasaura, Nasutoceratops, and she's lying down. Ooh. I used to hate the Maiasaura, and now I kind of do love it because you can make it colorful. You couldn't do that in the previous park. I added something in this. Yeah, I added the new perch points to this aviary with the Tapejara. By the way, if you want to see the whole tour of this park from before, you can check it. I will link it down in the description, and you should also see it on your screen now. I redid this a little bit. I added the new planters, as you can see here, and I also added some of the shrubs and cacti over here to this part. This is the African exhibits, the Nigersaurus, the Kentrosaurus, and the Aranosaurus. I didn't want to change the dinosaurs. From now on, I will only be using the Camp Cretaceous Aranosaurus because this one just it doesn't have any texture. It's a rubber duck. And this is the Baryonyx. Again, I didn't do much in this enclosure except added some shrubs. And let's move it along to this aviary. I didn't do anything in this aviary because the aviaries were fine, I think. This is the Sierradactylus and the Pterodactyl. Pteranodon. Oh my god, did I just do that? These are the Muttaburrasaurus and the Brachiosaurus. Are they socializing? No, I guess not. They're just walking across each other. And this is the Muttaburrasaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs. I'm coming through. I didn't change much in this guest section because I felt like it was already too packed. I changed the Dilophosaurus enclosure a little bit. I added some more palms. I added some more cacti to make it look more jungly. This one decided to take a nap in the middle of the road, blocking the gyrosphere coming through. I like this skin, by the way. I added some shrubs to the Allosaurus exhibit, to the Allosaurus enclosure, because I felt like it was too barren, even for the fact that it was supposed to be barren. I added some cacti, some shrubs. I redid this guest section a little bit. I put in the new fountains. I put in a fountain in the middle of it. I put in these new fountains too. I didn't do much in the raptor exhibit. Are they still sleeping? They slept the last time. Oh, they are interacting. They slept the last time that I was showing you this enclosure. Now, only one of them is... 3 of them are. 4. Are you kidding me? Are you... Okay, at least they were awake when we got here. But are you kidding me? Last time it happened too. This is the Suchomimus River Nile experience. Again, I'm just quickly... I added a few cacti. Not much. I'm going through this very quickly, very fast. If you want to see the whole tour, you can do it. I added the fountains over here. I added some more palms over here to this guest section. I should warn you though that it was my first park tour, and I was quality wise I do have to say that it wasn't my best when it comes to talking. I still wasn't used to talking so much. There were a lot of hesitation sounds, so this is kind of my like a redo of that. This is the Triceratops, Mamenchisaurus, and Stegosaurus exhibit. Nice and big. Oh, there's a social interaction. I was like, is there a car crashing over here or what? I did not change much in this. I didn't change anything in this aviary. This aviary was pretty much fine. And we also have our packies over here. And there should be also a Euoplocephalus. Okay, here they are. Love these cute boys. And this way we get back to the guest section. If we hop on the monorail, we go to this next section over here. We get off. And here we have another guest section where again I added the new fountains, and I deleted some of these rocks because there were too many of these rocks. There were like 3 layers of rocks, and it wasn't needed. The dinosaurs won't escape. The rocks are solid. They do provide a barrier. I have the Styracosaurus here. I love the Styracosaurus. I love the pattern, design. I also have the Huayangosaurus here, one of my favorites from the first game. And in this enclosure, again, I deleted some of the rocks. Here we have the Crichtonsaurus and the Chasmosaurus. These are underwater. And moving on to this side, we have a Jurassic tour, but you can also see our Hadrosaurus from this space over here that I now realize is very unrealistic, and I won't do something like this with Hadrosaurus again.
No. Well...
I already did in one of my parks that I haven't shown you yet, but it's different. It serves as a barrier, but the guests don't know that this is the only barrier, okay? So I played it out. You'll see in the future. Stay tuned. Speaking of that, if you like my content, please do consider subscribing, because I will be continuing with parks like these. Going back to this park, it reminded me how great the desert environment, the desert biome is, so I'm considering doing something in the desert biome again. Maybe Arizona. That's the one that I haven't built on yet. I built Jurassic Park San Diego. It will be coming up after the next park that I will be promoting. This is the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure. Here he is drinking. There should be 2 of them, but I don't... there's the other one. They have this river experience over here. The... how can I call it? It's... yeah, it's a river experience. It's not a river... it's not River Nile. It doesn't give me that vibe. As if Moving on, we're almost at our new sections. I didn't show you the animals in the first lagoon and the second lagoon, but they were the Plesiosaurus, Edinburghosaurus, and Ichthyosaurus. You can see them in the first tour, but beware, I was still a little new to all of this. And this is my favorite water creature, the marine reptile, the Lioplurodon. Controversial opinion, I know some people don't like its crocodilian features and it's kind of monstery looking, but I don't mind. I don't know why, I love the Lioplurodon so damn much. And as you can see, the monorail continues. It finally does. And it continues to reveal this nice oasis. This is a cool establishing shot. I won't do another scenic shots video. Like, I already have 2 of these from this park because the first one was lower quality, so I did another one, but having more of them would be just too much. Okay, this is a new guest section with the new fountains. Again, I love them so much. I love it. This is the seating area with the palms around the fountain. I don't know, I was conflicted about how it looks, but when you go down here and look at it from this perspective, it's just gorgeous. Let's visit this enclosure. We have the Minmis over here. The first time that I was building this park, we had no Minmis. Okay, I don't have to speed through this anymore, right? This is the new part. We have the Minmis here, and we didn't have them in a game when I was first building this park, so I was like, why not? I have a spare enclosure to use. Let's put in the Minmis, the cutest animal in the game. Just look at it, look at its face. I like this melon one. I love this melon one. I don't know who it was. Please remind me in the comments. I'll give you a shout out. I'll name this one Melon after. There was someone who commented that they liked the melon looking Minmi. Or was it on Instagram? I'm not really sure. I don't know. Just please tell me in the comments and I will give you a shout out next time. And I'm sorry, I forgot who you were. I really am. And this is another enclosure with the Iguanodon. I didn't like the Iguanodon that much at first, but I grew to love it. Especially this one. This with I think it's lithobates pattern. The skin is the yellow one. I don't really know which one it is, but it is yellow in the gene splicing section, so you should not go wrong with that one. I think this is either lithobates or calcarana or pulcarana. I basically named like half of those. But yeah, this one is not that bright, so it doesn't stick out. But I do love the Iguanodon. It's so gentle and it fits the desert environment. I knew that I was gonna have another big enclosure over here, so this is it. They have a little oasis with a few palm trees over here, but most of it is barren. And our main attraction of today, that we have 2 viewing points to see it. I was so excited because the park first broke right before I was able to place in the Carnotaurus, the ultimate desert dinosaur. The Carnotaurus. It fits the desert biome and the desert environment so well. It's the ultimate desert dinosaur that you have to have in every single desert that you create your parks in. I'm sorry if I'm being too rude and I'm telling you what you need to and have to do, but it just, I don't know why. It may be because of the movie Dinosaur that I somehow always think of Carnotaurus as a desert animal, but it's just marvelous. It looks. Please don't mind this. You're not supposed to see that. I mean, there are a few rocks over here in the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure. I was using the edge of the map. But sometimes I do forget that it actually doesn't look that believable. But Carno, we finally have Carno in the desert biome. And I had to do the enclosure despite the fact that we will have Carnotaurus in a desert enclosure in San Diego. I'm spoiling a little bit, but it was worth it. I needed the vindication. I needed the Carno in there. I was like, now is the time. And our final enclosure over here, I made use of all the space that we could get. I put in this canyon enclosure with the goat. No, with the scary looking Dilophosaurus. Another one that's new. I went for black skin combination with something very bright. I think it's the Rana pattern, and the one is like lithoba. The black, the one that is always black. Sorry. And also, are they all sleeping? Come on. How can they all be sleeping? Oh yeah, here they are. The Troodon. I feel like they are the ultimate canyon creatures that you would find in a canyon like this. This canyon was first used to connect this section, the hatchery, with the rest of the park over here. But since I put in the monorail, it didn't have to be the case anymore. So this is how it looks from the ground up, from up above. This is the Iguanodon enclosure, this is the Minmis, and this is the Carnotaurus. I am so happy that I could do this, that I could finish it. And now I can finally show you the whole park when I zoom out. It's finished, it's done. It is Jurassic Park Grand Canyon in all its glory. It's nice. It feels nice to go back here. It feels so good. I will also show you the map of how everything looks. It's jam-packed. I'm sorry. I went berserk once I figured out that there's no boundaries and we don't have to keep them. So once I realized that there were no problems placing stuff, it's finally done. I'm so happy. Okay, so thank you for watching this return to Jurassic Park Grand Canyon. My name is Tommy, and if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you like my content, if you like videos like these and parks like these, and maybe a tutorial or two, please consider subscribing because I got more of this coming. Once again, thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.